we're going to cover the basic decreases in Portuguese knitting, and I have a few Portuguese knitting videos that I'm putting out and still putting out and adding to a playlist. And if you want to see all of the videos, just click the little eye in the upper right hand corner to see that playlist, and that playlist will grow as I keep adding more videos. And in that playlist you will also see the basic knitting and purling video. This one we're just going to focus on the basic decreases, but the knitting and purling one is there. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to get myself set up with the yarn around my neck and the yarn through the fingers of my right hand. So I have a yarn ring on my middle finger. And the first ones we're going to cover are the knit size. Let's try that again. The knit side decreases. I'm going to knit a couple of stitches to get myself here. And the first one's knit two together, and I bet you can guess how this goes. Instead of putting the needle in through one stitch like this, we're going to put it in through two. Wrap the stitch and pull it through, and we've just decreased one stitch. So this is a regular knit stitch, and this is a knit two together. And then SSK is about the same, really intuitive, I would say. Slip as if to knit, slip as if to knit, put the front needle through put the left needle through the front of those two stitches, wrap the back needle, and pull it through. Awesome, isn't it? It's so easy. Slip as if to knit, slip as if to knit, put the left needle through the front of those two stitches, wrap the back needle, and pull it through. I love it. Those are the two I'm going to show you on this side, so let me get to the purl side. I'm in a Portuguese knitting trance again. I could do this all day. I really think it's fun. Okay, so this time we're going to work some purl decreases. I'm going to purl up a couple of stitches to start with. And the first one is purl two together. Again, very intuitive. This is a normal purl stitch. This is purling two together. Wrap it and pull it through. Normal purl stitch is one stitch. This is two. Wrap it and pull it through. So easy. And that's our right leaning decrease, and the left leaning decrease, which is if knit two together and purl two together are both right leaning, then purling two together through the back loop is what is the match for SSK on the knit side. And so what we want to do is to get the needle in kind of the weirdest way. We want to purl two together through the back loop. Knitting two together through the back loop is like this. Purling, we have to come at it like this. And so I'm going to move things up to the taper of the needle so I have a little more slack. Get my needle in there, not very far, but wrap it, create some tension, and pull it through. I'll show you that again. So knitting two together through the back loop comes this way. Purling is going to be this way. It's a little more difficult to get your needle in, which is why using a long tapered needle is helpful. Get your needle in there, and I'm not putting it in very far because it is snug. So I'll just wrap it and pull it through. And if you create some tension, that works. You see, I kind of wrenched on it and created a lot of tension, but the stitch came out just fine, no problem. So those are the most basic decreases in Portuguese knitting. Really, most of it is intuitive. If you're familiar with working all of these things in your normal continental or English American way, it's pretty intuitive when you switch to Portuguese knitting, especially if you're purling everywhere and switching to Portuguese purling. Again, the playlist of all the Portuguese knitting videos are available. Just click the little I to get to that playlist, and we have more to come.